We're live.
We're live.
Yeah. Can you see? I'm not gonna show my face. Because,
I neither,
you know,
but I was
I
just,
don't know.
yeah, I can't.
Maybe I will. Let me see. I'll scare people. Yesterday I looked like a beautiful queen, and today I'm like, oh my gosh.
I gotta put a hat on.
See? No makeup.
Oh, you're fine.
All right. So what I was talking to Chad about, I called
I
him
was wearing
earlier,
a hat a minute ago,
and
so I gotta put my hat back on.
oh, that's
Yep.
fine.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. So I was watching Sonic 3 with my son last night because we said, hey, it's time to what he showed me all the Sonic movies like within maybe 3 months. Look at how pretty my flowers. Yay. I guess you can see the flowers. But he was saying that, Mom, you gotta watch Sonic 3, blah blah blah. Okay, so Sonic 3 is there's a dark entity which is Shadow. Okay, and Shadow is part of the secret space program Shadow that you and I were in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was telling Chad this. I came in as a shooting star. A lot of you did as well. And what happens is, you make a cradle, a crate. How do you
A
say?
crater.
A crater. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, with Sonic Shadow, when they found him in the crater, they're like, oh no, he's like too powerful. He's too dangerous. We're gonna go ahead and put him in the cryo tube. So he was there for 50 years. Um, this was because something happened. He had fallen in love with a human, a little girl, because Sonic is supposed to be like a kid. And they were like best friends in love or whatever. And something happened to her that she died. And so Sonic became evil, like quote unquote, because he was mad. So then they put him in this cryo tank, and there are some weapons that are used throughout the movie where they say that green, you go up, and red, you go down with gravity. You're like stuck on the floor and you can't move. And the green, you're floating in the air. And I'm like, holy F word. I'm like, well, Sheila with the 99 that Chad is writing my book, our book, because he has a lot of experiences. And I was like, dude, the 99, the red and the green, right? The red and the green that they took from my blood that I remember in
That's
this
right.
in
Yeah.
this memory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So okay, I'm understanding that. But there is a part where there's this bell-shaped ship, okay? And then in the middle they have this yellow thing running in there. What is that? Oh, is that Sophie?
So
Oh my gosh, Sophie. Oh, she's getting belly rubs. So,
bell-shaped UFO.
yeah, bell-shaped UFO, and then it had the yellow in the middle, and the yellow that was going circling around, that was actually the chaos that they're using. And I'm like, oh, holy F word, man. Like, I know that they're using like, whenever we get mad, whenever humans get mad or happy, right? They take the we'll just say the anger or whatever, and they use it for chaos to destroy things. And this bell-shaped craft that they showed in Sonic had also, like, I think it had 4 or 6 legs that kind of looked like a mushroom, and in the middle was the frequency that they were running for chaos. And of course, the actor, what's his name, comes out, Jim Carrey, and his grandfather. Okay, he's like, well, I didn't think I had family. I was alone all this time. And the grandfather makes him think that, oh, we're gonna do great things. Hi, Isaac 9. Keep shining. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your kisses and love. So I'm like, mother effers, and they keep showing the like twin towers with a circle in the middle. I don't remember what state they were talking about, but they actually were going to destroy that. Okay, and that was GUN, which is, you
Destroy what?
know,
The circle.
made up for CIA. They were trying to destroy the main headquarters for GUN, what they call, but it's actually CIA. All right. So when they showed that, I was like, you know what? They must have used the death ray that is under Dulce base. That is a secret that I worked in with Stargate program in the military. I was Bravo 18. Talked about this already. And I'm thinking, what if they use the death ray for the Twin Towers? And then they did the holograms for people to think that they were airplanes, right? And also in Sonic 3, they show the actual holograms
There's also the
of
hotel in Florida that it happened to
say,
again. The hotel
say
in
again?
Florida that it happened to again. Remember, they said that it just collapsed on itself, the whole hotel, and it did the same thing
Yeah.
the towers did. So, so there's also that
Mhm.
incident.
Yeah. Now, they're always running frequencies through our ears. I don't know. Do you get ear ringings too, Chad? Wow. They're trying to destroy our brain. They're trying to destroy our body, our heart, because we have we have, like a microwave thing sensing. We have antennas here. When you're born, our little antenna is indented, right? So in my tradition, we always have to cover the baby's head to protect it. In Spanish, it's called la mollera.
I'm
Mollera.
imagining myself with little antennas right now. I should get a little.
I know, right? Dee, 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 dee. Oh, you know what you just reminded me of? In Spanish, it's called Chavo del Ocho, which is a red. He has two antennas, and he's supposed to be a chapulín. Chapulín is kind of a praying mantis, but not. It's actually a grasshopper. And since I was a kid, I've been watching that show, and I'm like, what? He keeps saying, "Ay, mis antenitas de vinil, my vinyl antennas," and he has two. Is picking up on this, and I'm like, holy f! Like, hi, Christy, how are you, Mama? Happy birthday, yay! Thank you, thank you. The big fa four. But anyway, I'm still like
Today's your
21. Okay,
birthday.
yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my daughter put the whole
You're right. We
full
must be
makeup.
disassociating or something because I'm
Oh,
losing track of something. Because
it's
we talked
okay.
about it on midnight, right? I said happy birthday,
Yeah,
and then we went all day yesterday and not talked.
right. I just sent you like maybe a text or two.
Haven't. Okay,
Okay, and another thing,
I'm
the
the
book has to
worst.
come out soon. I told Chad, come on, we got to work this, baby, because now people are talking about the dolphins being militarized. Okay, how many times have I told you guys, public, that there is secret cities up there? They just have cloaking technology. So there's a clip on one of the videos, and I can add it here. I sent it to you, Chad. And it's like, so they're coming from under the ocean. We already know that there's bases there and things like that. So they're coming up with their, they go, the dolphins go, and I know that I've worked with them. I've talked about this before. And they're very sentient. They're very intelligent. So what they're doing is they're doing what we do, right? Take relics from underneath whatever city's under there, or we go through wormholes like dolphins do. We go, we get whatever they're asking for, and then we take it above ground through the water, and then you can see the dolphins, okay, taking it to the upper cities. Why can't people get that in their brain? Um, you guys in public got to watch Upside Down, the movie Upside Down. So they used people like me to communicate with dolphins. They took me at a year and a half, and they placed me in a pod, and somehow I was able to breathe underwater. I have so many memories. It's so weird. I did teach the other kids,
I've
calm
had
up
dreams
and
of
calm
that.
down. Huh?
I've had dreams of breathing underwater as well.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're having a lot of dreams flying. Now you are being used as well. Now you can
And
tell
they're all in
people
sequence, as I told you. All my dreams, they're just following a sequence, and I'm like, I'm not even thinking this. It's not something I saw on TV. It's not, but yeah, my dreams are, what do you call it? Not a sequence, but chronological order.
like yeah,
Yeah, they're each
series.
one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So each dream is like the next evolution of what's going on next in our training. So
Exactly. And right now you're training the dragonfly. The dragonfly is very, very important because that's what I talk about too, Chad. Remember the bioluminescence. That is where our we'll just say our body is also composed of inside is the bioluminescence, which is comes from the dragonfly. We talk about mud fossil universities a lot. You do. And I've learned a lot. I've learned that, there was a dragon female, right, that had relations with Neptune, right? And then the Nephilims were born, the giants, I should say. And I'm like, holy F. There's mountains here, the Catalinas, the wherever you are, Rincon mountains, those are dragons and different beings. I've seen elephants. I'm like, wow, this is
well,
crazy.
even larger. I mean, because like what they're saying, like what he's saying is like, the dinosaurs or whatever that we're claiming were the dinosaurs must have been like just the parasites living on these things, because imagine it like something you have to see in a microscope in your skin,
Yes.
there's towns built on it. So it's like the size of these creatures is just so huge. And so like the one I'm living on the west coast is called Scorpzilla, or that's what he's calling it, because it has like a scorpion tail, but it also has a bird anatomy, and it's crow, and it's well, it's a noose, whatever, I forget what it's called on a bird, but it's getting ready to explode. That's Mount Spur. It's backing up and all that
Mm.
kind of stuff. So but you can see its little tail come out as the Aleutian chain. You can see all that stuff squirting out. But the size of it is at least 2,000 miles long, maybe 3,000 miles long. I mean, it takes a
Mhm.
week just to drive from one end to the other. So feasibly, there could have been things that, that were the size of like dinosaurs living as parasites on these creatures. And he also suspects that like on the old maps and stuff of the world, or John Levi or somebody made this or made this connection, like maybe it was mud fossil. They used to have it like on the queen's maps, king's maps and stuff, like sea monsters. So
Mhm.
they're
Mhm.
not going to be like making comic strips on a map for the king or royalty, you know what I mean? So they must have been around. And
Yeah.
so we hear about them fighting these dragons. We hear about them fighting these, but he thinks those were the parasites that were living inside these creatures that died, that had to come out, and now they're living in the oceans because it's the salty waters. And then we had an era where we were just killing off all these things to get to the point where we're at now, where we can, you know.
You reminded me of something. Cancer. Okay.
Mhm.
I've been reading the book, The Emperor of All Maladies. Okay, and all maladies meaning cancer, and it has a crab in front of it. Um, they were talking about like that in ancient Egyptian times, people had cancer. Okay. And then in the 1800s or whatever, sometimes they would have their boob cut off or their limb cut off with no freaking anesthesia. And the doctors were complaining that the patients were crying. I'm
Mm,
like, you mother effers, right?
yeah.
So in the book, it talks about this black, I call it the black goo. It's a black, we'll say liquid or something like, because when they took out my left lung, lower lung on the 20th of January, it's been hell, guys. I'm barely, I'm taking Lyrica and that helps with nerve pain. And I had lost my medicine thinking, oh my gosh, I lost my medicine. Then I
We're
had a
gonna
dream and then I found it. Huh?
we're gonna
Yeah, I had
talk
a
about
dream.
this on a video coming up,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, we are on Saturday. But anyway, so they keep talking, these doctors, right? These scientists, they're like, okay, well, well, if we open up the body, the cancer, the black substance is going to go all over their body. So for years, they wouldn't operate on people with cancer. I'm like, I'm glad they operated on me. A lot of people are saying, well, Veronica, if you would have taken this or if you would have taken that, you wouldn't have needed the surgery. I'm like, I've been taking stuff. I've been taking the ivermectin. I've been taking a lot of things. I check out my post on the community. You guys know what I'm taking, Sheila, and everything. And Chad, you sent me stuff. Thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway, going
So,
back to this,
okay, but cancer caused by contamination of virus
The
and whatever
dragons,
else
the
might happen.
Nephilim
Okay,
bloodline.
maybe some of that stuff will help, but cancer caused by radiation, no,
It's
or or
directed
or
energy
or,
weapon.
or directed energy weapons, no. That stuff is not going to work. It's a different type of cancer.
It's nanites,
And you had that
nanotech.
police gun on you, remember the radar gun, and that's where a lot of these things are popping up. So you can
Yes, and
take
I
all
would
the
put it
natural,
between my legs
because it was
sometimes because I was
radiation.
holding for
Radiation's
the next
like
one.
asbestos,
Yeah.
anything that causes cancer like that. Those supplements don't work to get rid of that cancer. You have to
Hmm.
remove it.
Yeah. So I would even put it beside
I
my
mean, that was
legs.
just saying to the people that think that you haven't been taking supplements, because I know you've been taking them up the yin yang.
Yeah, I even took
Oh,
that
yeah.
Formeldazole, whatever, Pan-Cur-C, the dog dewormer. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sybil, for sending that. I've taken so many things
Yeah.
before,
Everything but the
even
kitchen
before the
sink.
other cancer. Huh?
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Right?
You've
Yeah.
helped me a lot, Chad. You've even sent me the mushrooms and just things that help, like the lettuce tea, the wild lettuce, the blue lotus. I drank all of them already. It's all natural. It's all organic, you know. But
And you
anyway, going
are
back
close.
to this Nephilim thing, I think that because we have the Nephilim bloodline, I think that is also part of the cancer thing. Okay,
Oh, isn't
so
the
that's my
zombie
take
disease
on it.
part of the Nephilim line too? It's a fungus that
Yeah,
grows on their skin, so that would
yeah.
make sense. And cancer may be a fungus or something like
It's
that.
an
So,
alien in your body.
hmm
That's what they were talking about too in the book. Like it's alien.
what book?
So I'm like, nanotechnology. You know, when they do the directed energy weapon, it's like, I didn't have this cancer. It just came up 2 years, 2.5 years ago. And then the other cancer they took out. It's been hell. I mean, I still have a hard time putting on my pants, my shoes. You know, it's
Hmm.
walking. I totally walk so weird now. I'm deformed, you know, in my backside, but I don't care. I'm still here. Anyway, going back to Neptune, it's gonna be in the book how Sheila She-Hulk, she has memories, you know, of being that Neptune is her father, and she has the manta ray. The manta ray is her ship. But anyway, I don't want to give all the details out because you guys can pre-sale, buy the book. We'll talk about that soon. So remember the flight Pan Am in 109? They're showing it online on Roku. It's called Lockerbie or something. So they discovered a little tiny chip like that inside one of those luggages, and what did they do? Directed energy weapon, boom, and everything exploded, and a lot of people died. Okay. They were trying to say that it was Lebanon. They were then Lebanon was Syria, but we know it was our government too. And I was like, what? Who were they after? Why did they do that? But anyway, you, Chad, are the one that actually sent me a copy of a RFID chip or whatever they call it. It's something else. It has a number. But anyway, they can put those things. Even somebody slaps you on the back. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You know, hey. Or oh, wow, nice phone or nice person. Boom, they can put that little chip on you. And it's very small. Some of them are nanotech. You can't even see them. So when there's one picture that you and I are together when we went to Bisbee. I put it on that. That's when you gave me that picture. I don't know if you still have it, but
Yeah.
it's in our bodies. You know, that's why a lot of us are like, no, we're not going to take that thing because it has the GO, which I'm not going to say. So they're trying to make us into, we'll just say machines.
Hmm.
And the other day, I told you, yesterday, I had a dream that these hands and legs and arm, everything was coming out of the machines, busting out of the computers in our phones. And I tell people our phones are sentient. Anyway, going to back to Cyrus Park. I don't. Cyrus Park talked a lot about AI, and he even gave a report to President Trump, advising him that he was going to be, you know, his life was going to be attempted on. He was advising him on all the AI technologies that is going on, the directed energy weapons and everything. And the other day, they I don't know when, but just recently, they found him dead with a gunshot to his head and his gun to the right, so of the body or wherever. And I'm like, no, he was suicided. He must have been because And I was talking to Julia. I don't know if she's on, but Julia,
This is the
she
guy
said,
you
well,
reached out to a few times to be on the show, correct? This is the
huh?
one.
Oh, yeah. I reached out to Cyrus Park on Instagram, but he didn't respond. I knew that Julia had sent me a video maybe a month, right before my surgery, before January 20th. On January, she sent me this video. She's like, look, Veronica, he's talking. Okay, so Cyrus Park was talking about um, how he was protected through the CIA. And my friend is saying, well, what if he was just saying that? Right? And I'm like, And then she's like, he had more secrets to talk about. Maybe he had more evidence. And
Yeah.
I know you don't really know him or anything, but
Well,
it's like just
he
like
said some
Psychic
scary
Bob,
things. He said some scary things, and if they killed him for saying those things because they're true, then that's even scarier. Like,
like
oh,
the
I don't.
Vatican.
Yeah, it's like they should have just let him live because they were so scary. It was like, you know, that's really extreme. But then they kill him for for saying it. So it's like, oh shit, that might be true.
And the stuff that Tesla was working on in Oppenheimer, you know, I can go into that deep. I can go into, okay, they were messing with the chaos energy
Mm.
from us bioluminescent creatures. They
Hmm.
were using that in their frequency, meaning their equations, right? The uranium, the plutonium, I mean, those things are sentient, just like the Shilajit that Chad and I are taking. That crap tastes like tar. It smells like tar. It's gross, but it's cleansing my body and it's giving me iron. So I don't have to drink the iron pills. What is that, Chad? Ah, I'm taking it in the pill form. What is that? The
She
goo?
was the
But what form is it in?
the goo.
Oh, okay. Mine is
I
in like
think.
a black tablet.
Oh, a black tablet. Okay.
Yeah, it's called.
I gotta drink mine.
I know. I have to drink mine
I
today.
can get the lid off because
Um.
of the goo.
Oh,
It's
Christy. Christy says, Christy Campbell. She's like, I didn't know he was suicided. Yeah, Christy. I just found that out on my birthday night, on the 26th, and I'm like, what the f? And I called Chad. It was like midnight. Right, Chad?
yes.
Let me see it.
Yes, you called. No, I'm just sorry. You called me that night and even told me it was your birthday the next day, and then I never even called. So
Who cares? I don't mind.
I
You
know,
know we
but
talk
we've
all
been
the time.
talking about missing. Like I missed other things too. Like just
Okay.
totally missed it. Blank. Interesting. But
Oh,
yeah, this
Chad.
is the Shilajit. Um,
Yeah. We
I
gotta talk
just
about
take
the
it.
DID after that. Okay. How do you take it?
You see how it's
Let
like
me let me
tar?
go
I
get
mean, it literally is kind of
Ugh.
like tar,
Let me
right?
go get mine. Show them yours and I'll go get mine.
See,
Hello.
looks like tar.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like
Yeah,
tar.
how much do you
Tastes
take?
tar. I take that much. I take quite a bit. Remember, as saying like if a little's good, then I'm taking a lot. And then I just stick it in the water and just stir it around until it's dissolved off of the fork or whatever.
Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna show you if I can find it.
Warm water because then it'll dissolve faster.
Crap.
But it does turn your water black or brown, and it does kind of have a spice taste to it,
Mhm.
like uh, like like tar and nutmeg together, or
Yeah,
that five spice.
I'll show
No, I'm
you.
totally lying. It's like licorice and tar and
Look at this is shungite. My
oh,
daughter's boyfriend got it for me at the gym show. $20.
that's
It's
beautiful.
huge, but it's too big to wear. So what I do is I wear it in my bra. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Sorry guys about the mess. I haven't been able to do much with this surgery. Right, I'm getting better, right, Chad?
Yeah, but you know what? The
Oh,
supplements we are
yeah.
taking are going to benefit us in the long run. I mean, it's
Yes,
kind of
they are.
hard. You know, it's kind of hard to attack something immediately with supplements because it's like,
You gotta try it.
yeah, it takes a while for it to build up in your system. I mean,
Uh-huh. I'm also taking
sometimes a
resveratrol
year.
NAD. Have you heard of resveratrol?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking that
Oh,
one
you told me about
NAD.
that. That's the grape seed or the grape or the from the grape. Uh,
Yeah.
re-
And
resin.
then you sent me some vitamin 12 fermented, so that's
That's
what
supposed
I'm
to be good
taking
for the
too.
heart. I think the Rosettal or I can't say it.
They say it keeps you young. And then you sent me the vitamin B complex, which I better take right now. And then you also sent me the thyroid strain, because I have problems with the thyroid. So now what they want to do is, which I'll talk more about Saturday. They want to do an angiogram CT on me for my heart. So now they're messing with my heart because they're like, "Why do you have such a fast heartbeat?" I'm like, "I don't know. I've
You
always
said
had
you've
a
had that
very
your whole
fast
life, though,
heartbeat."
right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, we're experiments. They don't understand us. And like talking about the craters,
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like one of the craters is I'm gonna look for where I hit here because as a star, you have to hit somewhere. Well, I remember where it hit. I actually do know because when the light went out of my heart, I was living with one of my friends that I thought was my best friend and her husband. So I was asking, hey, universe, if there's something out there that truly loves me that is not the God of the Bible or God, whatever, just something that is unnamed, something that we belong to that is more powerful than all this crap. Because I wanted to end my life again. I didn't want to live anymore.
Well, we're
Again.
going to talk about that, but on the next video, right on Saturday.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Sorry. You gotta go. You gotta go
I
see
feel
your
like a
mom.
bad. I'm not saying anything to any of the stuff you're
I
saying, but
feel.
then I'm like, because we're going to talk about this on Saturday, so
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything now. But they operated on your heart, and it affected the heart energy. And okay, somebody that I know in the family also had heart surgery and came out, and they were just like, I want to die. And everybody says, no, you're not going to die. You just had a surgery. That was. And he says, no,
Right.
I'm dying. I want to die. And he says, and he even called hospice and everything else. When you do anything to the heart, apathy. It's like it fluctuates, right? Because it goes around your heart. It goes around like in a 360. And when you're in love, it goes all the way out to the walls and beyond and all that kind of stuff. And then when
And
you sit
above.
there and you cut all the nerves and rip it apart and go into the flesh, then it's just going to be contracting, like convulsing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Opening, closing, or something. I don't know. But I
Yes.
saw it in this other person and I sensed it in you. So seeing it twice, I'm like, 2 times heart surgery. The people got, and why didn't they give you a medication? Why didn't they put you on something to alleviate that? That's frustrating to me, but that's all for Saturday.
Yes. And I took myself off the morphine because I'm
Yeah,
like,
cold
no,
turkey like you always do.
bullshit. I'm like, I'm not gonna be on this crap medication.
Mm.
They use medications as to send you off in portals and in wormholes and to disassociate you too. Oh, real quick, talking about DID. So Chad, do you want to say what happened to you and what happened to me? Well, okay. So I was at the store yesterday buying eggs, and I'm like, so eggs is another thing. First it was the toilet paper, now and then water, and then eggs. Because it's the bird flu that they made, the virus, they made it right here in the back of your home, the US of A. Or they'll ship it to Iran or Iraq. You know what I mean. Anyway. Old news. Everybody knows. Everybody should know that.
Yeah, I like your hair like that. I like your
Huh?
hair like that.
Oh, my daughter
I like
straightened
it.
it. It's barely growing. It's barely growing. This is from the old hair, but the new hair is the one that's here. This is how much it's grown.
Okay.
So it'll get there. It'll get there. I use henna, but she straightened it, so it looks. Yeah, 'cause you know how poofy my hair is. I have a fro. So okay, so what happened to me, I was at the store getting the eggs, and I had just paid for it, and I took my glasses and I put them here in my chest, my V shirt, and I had my sunglasses on top. And then when I walked away, put my sunglasses on, came home, My son let me borrow his car. I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't find my glasses anywhere. And I had just lost the Lyrica a week ago, and then I had a dream, and 2 days later I found it because I had a dream that I found it. And then I found it in my scissors drawer because I was working on my books. And I'm like, it cannot be the freaking fairies are taking my glasses now, or did I disassociate and go time travel? I always say that they what they do is to us, they send a signal, disassociate us, and then do whatever mission, and then we like, what happened? I lost this. Or time travel is key here. I don't know if you want to say what happened to you that you forgot to do something for a week. Or no? Okay. We'll save it for Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So if you want
'Cause I did
QHHT
totally
or readings, let
forget.
us know. You still doing them, right, Chad? The hypnosis that helps me a lot. And if you guys want readings, you can look me up or my books. And our books are coming out soon. We're going to talk about Dolphins, Stargate, Sheila, She-Hulk, Dexter. We're going to talk about how Chad and I met, and it's just he's like my soulmate. So I love you, Chad.
We're gonna throw some soft.
Okay, well,
porn
I'll
in
text
there.
you right now. Huh?
I said we're throwing some soft porn in there.
Yeah, without
Just
sex.
kidding. Just the photographs.
So anyway, look at how beautiful. This is Shungite.
It's
This is Shungite also.
I feel like I'm eating it. Oh,
I
you
know,
are too.
right?
Yeah, but that black stuff.
That's so
Yeah,
gross. I'd rather do the pill form.
yeah, it looks like dirt water, doesn't it?
Oh
So,
my gosh,
then I'm
Chad.
gonna I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take my
What are you gonna add?
wormwood and
Oh my
black walnut.
gosh. I need to get some more of that. I need black. Okay, so I need, what is it? Walnut. You just said it right now.
Black walnut whole.
Black walnut, clove, and the other thing.
It's very strong.
It is. I took the 3 combinations right after I got out of surgery for when I took the glutes out. What is that?
Wormwood.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I need that 3 combination. Oh my gosh, it's so gross, you guys. But it does wonders. Okay, well, cheers. Cheers to love, money. What
Cheers.
else? Healing for everyone. Healing, love, money, prosperity. Prosperity is everything. Just be happy, guys, because know that we are more powerful than 10,000 suns put together. That's why they're afraid of us. And if you guys get a chance to watch Sonic 3, let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up here, this video. Share it if you don't mind. We'll see you Saturday. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.